A very good morning to you, captains. Welcome aboard. This is Captain Simwin speaking, and today we're taking you on a flight from Inbuild's London Heathrow to Munich in the highly detailed Phoenix A320, which I will be controlling through the use of the Thrustmaster TCA side stick. We'll be using Beyond ATC for our realistic air traffic control simulation, and then we'll be using self-load cargo to manage our cabin operations, and GSX for all the ground services. And just a disclaimer to you all captains, please just note that this is a simulation, so some procedures may be skipped or overlooked just for the sake of pacing and entertainment. And also note that at certain points during the flight I may hand over radio control to Beyond ATC's AI assistant in order to focus on piloting the aircraft. So get ready for an immersive experience as we navigate the skies together, and let's begin. So as our aircraft is in the powered down state, or the cold and dark state, we first want to get some power to the aircraft. So we're going to move on to our top panel, turn on battery 1 and turn on battery 2. And once that has been turned on, we'll go on to turn on our external power. Move on to turn on our emergency lights and turn on our no smoking signs, as the aircraft will be fueled momentarily. We're going to turn the nav and logo lights to position 1. We don't need the wing lights and we don't need the beacon or strobe lights as yet. And then just move on to turn on our window heats for now. Then we're going to move on to turn on the cruise supply, turn on the ground control, and flip the switch to the captain side. And then we're going to turn on our ADDs, starting with the first one. And then we're just going to wait for the on-bed signal to extinguish, and then we're going to turn on the second one, and again wait for the on-bed signal to extinguish, and then turn on the third one and wait for the on-bed signal to extinguish. And right, ladies and gentlemen, that should be our aircraft nicely powered up. We're just going to move on to the EFB and load in our flight plan for today. And as we are loading in our flight plan, we're just going to start fueling the aircraft and boarding the aircraft in the meantime, before I'm just going to move on to just give you slight details about the flight for today. So we're going to go on to the mass and balance page, and then from there we are just going to move on to load the aircraft, and we're going to do boarding and fueling via GSX, and everything should then be taken care of by itself. So we can move on to our pilot briefing page and just have a general overview of the flight. So like I said, we'll be flying from London Heathrow all the way down to Munich, and our departure time is at 10:20 Zulu time. And with regards to the aircraft setting up itself, we've got a cruise, we've got a cost index of 59 and an average cruising altitude wind coming from 222 degrees at a speed of 0.14 knots. We've got a average wind component of positive 0.05, meaning that we've got a tailwind, and that should be favorable for our flight. And we've got an average ISA of minus 0.04. Our planned or allocated flight altitude for today's flight is a flight level 370, so 37,000 feet, and we will be carrying a block fuel of 6.8 tons with 10% extra fuel, just to ensure that we have enough fuel for extended taxis. and as well as enough fuel for a go around should we need to do that. Now once while the aircraft is being boarded and fueled, we can just pop outside and have a look at what the ground crew is doing. As you can see at the moment, they're just rendering the catering service. So catering is just loading on the goods they will be used to cater to our passengers for today's flight, and the fuel crew is just setting up the fuel line in order to fuel the aircraft for today's flight. So we can head back into our aircraft. Now that we are familiar with our aircraft, we can switch to our Navigraph charts and just have a look at our charts. But before I'm going to look at the Navigraph charts, I just want to head back to the flight plan again and head on down to the routing page. So with regards to the routing, I'll be reading out the route and then also just making notes on a spreadsheet on the side. So our first allocated waypoint for today is DET, okay, and I've got that noted down. And our last waypoint allocated for today is the Roadkill waypoint. And with the Roadkill waypoint in mind, we've got a planned arrival procedure of Roadkill 1 Bravo, and we will be planning for arrival on runway 26 left. Of course, these might change as we move closer to the destination airport and we get, further guidance from ATC that will be covered or provided along route. Once we've got that, we can then move on to our flight charts. We'll be using Navigraph for our flight charts. So let's have a look at our departure airport and our departure charts, and let's have a look. So I want to switch on to the airport chart so that we can just get our ATC frequency for today in order to listen in on our ATC and get a brief understanding of the flight conditions for today, as well as confirm the allocated runway for departure. So we can have our ATC from 121.935, and to move on to the radio stack and then just key that in. So 121.935. Just zoom in a bit. 121.935. Alright, then let's have a listen to our ATC for today. And I'm just going to make note of that on the side as well.
0 miles or more. Temperature 12. Dew point 05. QNH1003. VFR conditions. Landing runway 09er left. Departing runway 09er right. Transition level 070. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Juliet. Heathrow Airport information Juliet. 09er 38 Zulu. Wind 060 at 7. Visibility 10 miles or more. Temperature 12. Dew point 05. QNH1003. VFR conditions. Landing runway 09er left. Departing runway 09er right. Transition level 070. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Juliet.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was our ATC for today. So our expected runway for departure is 09 right, and then we've got a temperature of 12 degrees with a wind coming in from 060 at 07 knots, and a QNH of 1003. So I'm just going to cue in the QNH at the moment. Let's turn down my sensitivity. Okay, QNH of 1003.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
And that's our QNH set for today's flight. Okay, let's head on down to our EFB again and let's have a look. So our first waypoint is DET. Gonna have a look at our departure charts over here and just look for DET.
Departure check completed.
So
Bypass pin inserted.
we'll open the first one and let's just have a look. So this covers 27 left, 27 right. I'll look at the second one. All right, so the allocated runway for departure is 09 right. So we've got a forecast here for DET 1 Julio. Just gonna note that down. DET 1 Julio, Juliet, and then that is the only 2 DETs that we have, just so that we don't miss anything. Right, and then just having a look at the departure, we've got a height restriction or initial climb restriction of 6,000 feet. So our initial climb should be 6,000 feet on this departure, and then further climbing instructions will be issued from ATC themselves. So departure 09 right, DT, and then all right. Now we can head back down to our charts and just have a look at the airport chart, and then we're just going to key into our clearance frequency for today's flight and ask for clearance before we continue setting up the aircraft further. So our clearance will be from Heathrow delivery at 121.980. So we can just key that in. 121, just zoom in a bit, 121.980. Okay, and we'll proceed to ask for clearance for our journey today. Heathrow delivery, good morning. This is Speedbird 952 at gate 501 with information Juliet, requesting IFR clearance to Munich International Airport.
Speedbird 952, Heathrow delivery, information Juliet correct, expect runway 09 right, Detling 1 Juliet departure with the Detling transition. Squawk 5201.
Cleared to Munich International Airport, expect runway 09 right on the Detling 1 Juliet departure with the transition at Detling. Squawk code 5201, Speedbird 952.
Speedbird 952, readback correct. Contact ground 121.705 when ready for push or start.
Contact ground on 121.705 when ready for pushback and engine start. Speedbird 952. Alright, captains, and that was our clearance for today's flight. We'll have confirmed that we'll be departing from runway 09 right on the Detling 1 Julio SID and transition at Detling. So we're just going to tune into ground just in preparation for our pushback and engine start once all boarding procedures have been completed. Our ground frequency for today is 121.705. Okay, can head on down to our FMC now and we start programming our aircraft. First want to start on the ETSU menu, head on down to the AOC menu, and then request for our flight initialization. Alright, and then I'm just going to head back to our AOC menu, have a look at the received messages, and it's our load sheet, and I'm just going to accept the load sheet for today's flight. So we've got a takeoff fuel of 6.6 tons, and then we've got a takeoff weight of 63 tons for today's flight. We have an estimated number of passengers sitting at 131 passengers in total, so it's quite a full flight. Alright, gonna head back to the AOC menu and then head on down to the flight initialization page, and then just carry over the screen or copy it over while I'm going to go in and queue in our flight information. So for the first thing that we're going to queue in is that we are leaving EGLL and we are going to EDDM. Our flight number today is Speedbird, so British Airways 952. And from our flight plan, we've got a cost index of 59 for today's flight and a cruising altitude of flight level 370, so 37,000 feet. We've got air temperatures or a temperature of 12 degrees, so we're going to queue that in, and this should be fine for our init A page. We're going to move on down to our flight plan and we're going to key in our route. So we have EGLL and we are departing from runway 09 right on the Detling 1 Julio departure. I'm going to insert that, and as we are keying in our route, I'm going to do this manually to try and simulate real life conditions as best as I can. So from Detling we will be using the Airways Lima 6 and we will be heading to DVR, waypoint DVR, and from DVR we'll be using Airways Uniform Lima 9, and we'll be heading to Conan. And then we'll be using Uniform Lima 607, and we'll be heading to Maytag. Right, and then we can insert that, and then from Maytag we should be heading direct to Movan. next waypoint is Mover. And then from Mover we continue on the airway again, so we're going to use the Airways Tango 109. And we'll be heading to Harem. And then we're going to take the airway Tango 104. And we'll be going to our final waypoint, which is Roadkill. And from Roadkill we should then begin our approach procedures. So we are arriving at EDDM. We've got a planned arrival of runway 26 left, so ILS 26 left, and we will be using Roadkill. So, Roadkill 1 Bravo, and then the vias will be done as soon as we are closer to our arrival airport. Let's just have a quick overview of our departure procedures. So we're going to go to the plan page, zoom in for our initial departure, so 09 right, scan for any discontinuities.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board this self-loading cargo service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely
Okay,
stored your cabin bag,
and then we have an
please
intentional
to help us ensure a proper
discontinuity
departure,
here
we would kindly ask that you keep the
from
alarm
Mick
lit, enabling all remaining
to
customers to
Nelby. So just
Your
to
seatbelt
zoom
can now
out
be
more,
fastened
so
ready
we have a
for departure.
discontinuity coming
This
from
is a
Mick
no-smoking
to
service.
Nelby. This is
you for
intentional,
observing
but it
this
should be corrected by our via that we're going to select once ATC has provided us with a via. So our flight plan looks good, and return everything back to normal. Okay, at this point in time we're just going to wait for boarding of the aircraft to be completed. Let's just have a look outside again. Right, loading the baggage has been completed. Now we're just waiting for all passengers to board the flight. Switch back to our camera view. Okay,
All aircraft be advised information kilo now current. QNH1003.
alright, we have 10 minutes to departure. So usually, according to my own procedures, I just like start running the APU 10 minutes before we're going to depart. So I'm going to turn on our seatbelt signs given that refueling has been completed, and I'm going to turn on the master switch for the APU. And once the master switch has been turned on, I'm then going to turn on the fuel pump fueling the APU, and then I'm going to start the APU. And I just want to cue in our squawk code, which is 5201, and just turn this on, and then we can go to the outside to listen to the APU start up. This has got to be one of my favorite sounds ever. I just love the startup of the APU.
Tow is attached.
Alright, and that's our APU, ladies and gentlemen, and that is confirmed by the APU veil light coming on. and because that has come on, we can then switch on our APU bleed, just so that we can get some air conditioning running throughout the cabin, and we can disconnect from the external power. Once that is done, just like the crew has indicated, boarding has been completed. That is confirmed. So the aircraft is loaded, and we can go on down to our FMC and continue our operations. So we'll go onto the INET-B page, and then going to go back to our AOC menu, look at our received messages, and then going to look at the final load sheet that we've received and accepted. So we've got a 0 fuel weight today of 56.5, and then we've got a 0 fuel weight center of gravity of 29.6. Just cue that in. We've got a fueling tanks of 6.8. Alright, and then just gonna wait for the computer to calculate that. Like I had initially pointed out, we've got a tailwind today of positive 0.005. That should increase the extra time that we have, or extra fuel really. There we go. Alright, that's it for our init A and init B page. We can then move on to our performance page, and then head on down to our EFB and do the performance calculations. So we'll be leaving EGLL 09 right, conditions are dry, sync it with the final load sheet, sync it with the final live weather, and then calculate this. So we've got a V1 of 149, then 150. Just key that in. 149, 149, then we've got 150, and then let's have a look at the flap setup. So we've got flaps 1 and a trim of 0.1 up and a flex temp of 70. So flaps 1, trim of 0.1 up, flaps 1, trim of 0.1 up, and then a flex temp of 70. Just to confirm that again, noise abatement 1580, and that's correct. Alright, our takeoff has been keyed in, our performance calculations have been keyed in. So we're going to flip to V2 speed, heading will remain the same, and then we've got an initial climb of 6,000 feet. And that is our aircraft ready for departure. We are all nice and set, seatbelt signs are on, nav and logo lights are on, APU bleed is on. We've got 5 minutes to departure, so that's still a good enough early departure for us. And we're just going to flip to TA mode for now. Okay, let's turn on the beacon light, which should then activate our pushback request, and we'll ask for pushback clearance from ATC.
Locking gear.
Heathrow ground, this is Speedbird 952 at gate 501. Request pushback and engine start.
Speedbird 952, Heathrow ground, pushback approved. Face southeast.
Release parking brakes.
Push back and engine start approved. Face southeast. Speedway
Ladies and
952.
gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety
Release
procedures
parking
on this
brakes.
aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit.
Alright, can
Oxygen
release our
mask,
parking
life
brakes.
jackets and brace position, which you
Just
must
start
adopt
our
when
clocks.
Release parking brakes.
There are two
Set the
emergency
chrono and
exits
then
at the rear,
release the
two in
parking
middle
brake.
and two at the
Commencing
front of the
push.
cabin.
All
Your
engines
license will
clear.
guide you to an exit.
Start at will.
Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted and released as shown. It must be fastened when the
We're just
seatbelt
waiting
signs
for
off
the
and
wing walker
recommended
to
that
cross
you
the white
fasten
line, and
your
then we can start
If the air supply fails,
our
masks will
engines.
drop from above you. Pull a mask
Okay, while he's
towards you to
doing
start
that,
the oxygen. Put
so
the
we'll
mask
turn
on
on all
nice
the
and loud.
fuel
Hold
pumps.
in place with the strap and pull on each side
Here
to
we go.
adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others.
Okay, we'll
If you
start with
land on
engine
water,
2.
Take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head.
Let's
Pass
have a
the
look
tapes around
outside.
your waist. Click together.
Okay, our engine is available. It has started. We'll move on to start engine 1. And then you can set up parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Oh, listen to that sound. These engines sound amazing. Alright, we can flip cameras to the tail camera. And our engine is now veiled and we can confirm good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
And because we have good engine start, we can then turn off the APU bleed, can turn off the APU master, and then according to our takeoff calculations here, we've got a flaps 1 takeoff, so we can just extend the flaps. With the flaps
Tow truck
extended,
disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
we can then set our trim, so flight control, and we've
Left
got a
is
trim
clear,
of
right is
01
clear.
up. There we go, our trim is set. Flight controls giving us the normal. We can go outside to test our flight controls. So left, right, and then and switch our aircraft. Okay. And the ground crew has cleared the aircraft. We are good for taxiing. Everything else is set. Good for taxiing. We can proceed to turn on our taxi light. Here we go. And then proceed to ask for taxi instructions from ATC. Heathrow ground, speedbird 952. Request taxi to the active.
Speedbird 952, runway 09 right taxi via link 56, Alpha, link 52, Yankee, November 11, November Bravo 11.
Taxi to runway 09 right via link 56, then Alpha, then link 52, then Yankee, then November 11, then November Bravo 11, Speedbird 952. Alright, and those were our taxi instructions to our active runway, which is runway 09 right. Okay, so and then we're just gonna taxi. Before I begin taxi, just turn on our max parking brakes, pull up our spoilers just in case we have a rejected takeoff. We are 6 minutes in so far into our procedures, and I have allocated a 20-minute taxi pushback and taxi procedure, so we can release the parking brake and then proceed with taxiing the aircraft. Add a bit of throttle. Let's try and keep it on the center line. Our departing runway is very close today, so we don't need to have a fast taxi. So just going to turn right onto Alpha. Have a look from the outside. Slow down on the taxi. Okay, we are at It's link 53. We're gonna go for link 52. And turn on to Yankee.
Speedbird 952. Contact Heathrow Tower 118.705.
Contact Heathrow Tower on 118.705. Speedbird 952. Bye bye. Okay, and we are just gonna hold for 09 right. Turn on the parking brake. Okay, going to turn on our takeoff lights. Going to turn off our runway turn on lights. Turn the nose light to take off. Turn on our strobe lights. Switch to TARA. Predictive wind shear, weather on system 1, terrain on system 2. Then we're going to run our takeoff test, and everything is normal. The cabin has indicated that they're ready, as well as the cabin from self-loading cargo, they have indicated that they're ready as well. Okay. Still got 9 minutes on our clock, 9 minutes extra, but we can still tune into tower and request takeoff. Tower frequency 118.705. Heathrow Tower, good day. This is Speedbird 952, ready to depart runway 09 right.
Speedbird 952, Heathrow Tower. Wind 070 at 7, runway 09 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 09 right, Speedbird 952. Okay, we've got takeoff clearance. Let's head on down to the runway. So I'm gonna drop our parking brake and proceed to the runway. Add a bit of throttle. Okay, we are nicely aligned with the runway. Alright, throttles to 50%. Manual throttle, got flex, keep it on the center line. V1 rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Okay, can come up. Can move on to retake the flaps.
952. Contact London Control 134.125.
Contact London Control on 134.125, speedbird 952. Follow the flight director and move our throttles to climb. Since it's a straight heading out, we'll just switch on our autopilot. And then let's contact departure on 134. .125. Jeez, why is this out? 134.125. London Control, good day. This is Speedbird 952, climbing through 4,500 feet, climbing to 6,000 feet on the Detling 1 Juliet departure.
Speedbird 952, London Control, identified, climb to flight level 180.
Alright, we've been cleared to flight level 180, so we'll just do that. 180.
Speedbird 952, London Control, identified, climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180, Speedbird 952. We passed out transition altitude, so we can switch our barrel back to standard. And we'll go open climb. So let's just watch out for our 10,000 feet marker, so that we can switch off our landing lights.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us
Alright,
as we
we're
join
at
in.
10,000 feet.
Thank you.
Can turn off our landing lights. Now our landing lights. Okay. The view looks amazing. Contact London Control on 118.475, speedbird 952, bye-bye. Okay, we can contact London Control on 118.475. 118.475. London Control, good day. This is Speedbird 952, climbing through 17,400 feet, climbing to 18,000 feet on the Detling 1 Juliet departure.
Speedbird 952, London Control. Identified. Climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, Speedbird 952.
Speedbird 18 Alpha Heavy. Contact Heathrow Director 119.73.
Contact Heathrow Director 119.73, Speedbird 18 Alpha Heavy.
Alright, we have been given a climb clearance to our cruising altitude of 37,000 feet. While that is happening, I am now going to transition beyond ATC to run in its automatic mode, meaning that the AI will be controlling the radio for me.
London Control, Fear Airline 617, descending via Reali's 1 November, flight level 177.
And as we make our way to the cruising altitude, ladies and gentlemen, please just enjoy the climb, enjoy the views, and enjoy the aircraft sounds, as well as the sounds coming from our cabin crew as they attend to our passengers. I, your captain, will rejoin you on this flight as we are making a closer approach to our top of descent waypoint, where we'll start descending to Munich International Airport. Enjoy the flight.
Delta 141 Heavy. Contact London Control 118.775. Contact London Control 118.775. Delta 141 Heavy. Have a good day. GSX 53 Bravo November. Contact Breast Control 120.15.
Center on 120.15, GSX 53 Bravo November.
Speedbird 3 Romeo. Descend to 7,000 feet. QNH 100 tree. Descend to 7,000 feet. QNH 1003. Speedbird 3 Romeo.
London Control, Turkish 3 Yankee X-ray, flight level 078.
Speedbird 3 Romeo. Contact Heathrow Director 119.73. Contact Heathrow Director 119.73. Speedbird 3 Romeo. Turkish 3 Yankee X-ray, London Control, good day, radar contact. Continue climb to flight level 330.
Continue climb to flight level 330, Turkish 3 Yankee X-ray. London Control, Wisco 162, good day, flight level 070.
Wisco 162, London Control, radar contact. Continue climb to flight level 370.
Continue climb to flight level 370, Wisco 162.
Turkish 3 Yankee X-ray. Contact Paris Control 126.475. Have a good day.
Contact Paris Control 126.475, Turkish 3 Yankee X-ray.
Speedbird 952. Contact Paris Control 126.475.
Center on 126.475. Speedbird 952. Bye-bye. Paris Control, Speedbird 952, through flight level 301 for flight level 370.
Speedbird 952, Paris Control identified. 952, contact Brussels, control 125.0. Have a good day.
Contact Brussels Control 125.0, Speedbird 952. Brussels Control, Speedbird 952. Good day. Crossing flight level 325 for flight level 370 direct Coxie.
Speedbird 952, Brussels Control, radar contact.
Brussels Control, United 961 Heavy. Good day. Flight level 360.
United 961 Heavy, Brussels Control, radar contact. Brussels Control, Multicat 5 Whiskey Zulu, descending via Zaman 1 Alpha, flight level 315. Matchbank at 5 Whiskey Zulu, Brussels Control, radar contact.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Matchbank at 5 Whiskey Zulu, contact Stansted approach
all aisles are
136.2.
clear and bags are placed in the overhead lockers. That would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Contact Stansted approach 136.2. Multicat 5 Whiskey Zulu. Brussels Control, Speedbird 923 Yankee, descending via Logan 2 Hotel, flight level 355. Speedbird 923 Yankee, Brussels Control, radar contact. Speedbird 923 Yankee, contact Heathrow Director 119.73. Contact Heathrow Director 119.73, Speedbird 923 Yankee. Brussels Control, Turkish 3 Yankee X-ray, flight level 172. Turkish 3 Yankee X-ray, Brussels Control, radar contact. Brussels Control, Santac 63 Alpha Papa, good day, descending via Zoman 1 Alpha, flight level 343. Santac 63 Alpha Papa, Brussels Control, radar contact. Santac 63 Alpha Papa, contact Stansted approach 136.2. Contact Stansted approach 136.2 Contact 63 Alpha Papa.
Brussels Control, Lufthansa 3 Victor Heavy, flight level 340.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes,
Lufthansa 3 Victor Heavy, Brussels Control, radar
please
contact.
ensure all aisles are clear and bags are placed in the overhead lockers. That would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Easy 2300, contact Paris Control 126.475. Have a good day.
Center on 126.475. Easy 2300.
flight level 220.
Descend to flight level 220, center 38H X-ray.
Lufthansa 3 Victor Heavy, contact Paris Control 126.475 Papa.
Contact Paris Control 126.475. Lufthansa 3 Victor Heavy.
Flight United Zulu Quebec, Brussels Control, expect Venus 1 Alpha, runway 04.
Expect Venus 1 Alpha, runway 04, Ryanair H8 Zulu, Quebec.
Brussels Control, Speedbird 997, flight level 318.
Speedbird 997, Brussels Control, identified.
Brussels Control, Aegean 3 Bravo Romeo, flight level 102.
Speedbird 5 Uniform, descend to flight level 250.
Descend to flight level 250. Speedbird 85 Uniform.
Aegean 3 Bravo Romeo, Brussels Control, good day, radar contact, climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190. Aegean 3 Bravo Romeo.
Flight United 48 Hotel Romeo, contact landing radar 118.75, have a good day.
Ladies and
Center on
gentlemen,
118.75, Ryanair 48 Hotel Romeo.
Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisle. Thank you.
Brussels Control, Southwest 1223 Heavy, flight level 103.
Seat Quest 1223 Heavy, Brussels Control, good day, identified, continue climb to flight level 310.
Continue climb to flight level 310, Southwest 1223 Heavy.
Brussels Control, Air India 111 Heavy, flight level 300.
Air India 111 Heavy, Brussels Control, identified.
Brussels Control, Air 955, flight level 106.
Flight United Zulu Quebec, descend to flight level 220.
Descend to flight level 220, Ryanair H8 Zulu, Quebec.
Donair 955, Brussels Control, identified, climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180, Air 955.
Flight United 54 Bravo Quebec, contact Amsterdam radar 119.175.
Contact Amsterdam radar 119.175, Ryanair 54 Bravo, Quebec.
Brussels Control, center gate 490 low, flight level 110. Hotel, runway 09 left, Speedbird 903 uniform.
United 961 Heavy, contact Paris Control 126.475.
Center on 126.475, United 961 Heavy. Brussels Control, Lufthansa 1 Romeo Kilo, flight level 320.
Lufthansa 1 Romeo Kilo, Brussels Control, identifier. Sequest 1223 Heavy, contact line and radar 127.6.
Center on 127.6, Southwest 1223 Heavy.
Brussels Control, KLM 82 Kilo, descending via Helen 2 Alpha, flight level 317. KLM 82 Kilo, Brussels Control, radar contact. Brussels Control, jet time 509, flight level 340. Kintan 509, Brussels Control, identified. Ryanair 6 Mike Alpha, contact Paris Control 126.475.
Center on 126.475, Ryanair 6 Mike Alpha.
Speedbird 903 uniform, descent to flight level 250.
Descent to flight level 250, Speedbird 903 uniform.
Orange 6 November Lima Heavy, contact Paris Control 126.475. Have a good day. Center on 126.475, Orange 6 November Lima Heavy. Center 849 Kilo, Brussels Control, expect summon 1 Alpha, runway 04. Expect Hammond 1 Alpha, runway 04, center 849 Kilo.
Brussels Control, KLM 37 Quebec, flight level 320.
KLM 37 Quebec, Brussels Control, radar contact.
Brussels Control, Turkish 8 Bravo Golf Heavy. Good day, flight level 100.
Turkish 8 Bravo Golf Heavy, Brussels Control, radar contact, climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, Turkish 8 Bravo Golf Heavy.
Speedbird 5 uniform, contact Amsterdam radar 119.175. Have a good day.
Center on 119.175. Speedbird 85 uniform.
Lufthansa 1 Romeo Kilo, Brussels Control. Expect Logan 2 Hotel, runway 09 or left.
Expect Logan 2 Hotel, runway 09 or left, Lufthansa 1 Romeo Kilo.
ICM 3 Bravo Romeo, contact Langen radar 127.6.
Center on 127.6. Aegean 3 Bravo Romeo.
Brussels Control, Cedar 201, descending via Logan 2 Hotel, flight level 315. Cedar Jet 201, Brussels Control, identified. Is Bisbee 952, contact Langen radar 118.75 bye-bye. Contact Langen radar 118.75, Speedbird 952, bye-bye. Langen radar, Speedbird 952, flight level 370.
Speedbird 952, Langen radar contact. Wisco 978, contact Brussels Control 125.0. Have a good day.
Center on 125.0, Wisco 978.
KLM 1856, contact Amsterdam radar 119.175. Bye-bye. Contact Amsterdam radar 119.175, KLM 1856. Speedbird 952, contact Langen radar 127.6.
Center on 127.6, Speedbird 952. Langen radar, Speedbird 952, flight level 370.
Speedbird 952, Langen radar, identified. Jet 6 Bravo Mike, contact Brussels Control 125.0. Contact Brussels Control 125.0, 2E Jet 6 Bravo Mike. Have a good day. Player 86 Foxtrot, contact Langen radar 118.75.
Center on 118.75, player 86 Foxtrot. Langen radar, Helvetic 2 Mike Lima. Good day, flight level 320.
Helvetic 2 Mike Lima, Langen radar, identified. Sobia 49 Foxtrot, contact Brussels Control 125.0.
Contact Brussels Control 125.0 Air Serbia for 9 Foxtrot. London radar, Lufthansa 93 Whiskey, flight level 237.
Lufthansa 93 Whiskey, London radar, good day, radar contact, climb to flight level 390.
Climb to flight level 390, Lufthansa 93 Whiskey.
Speedbird 8 Tango Kilo, contact London radar 118.75, bye-bye. Center on 118.75, Speedbird 8 Tango Kilo.
London radar, Croatia 413, flight level 198.
Croatia 413, London radar, radar contact, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, Croatia 413.
Aegean 3 Bravo Romeo, climb to flight level 390.
Climb to flight level 390, Aegean 3 Bravo Romeo.
Langen radar, Austrian 209 November, descending via Spezza 5 Romeo, flight level 157.
Austrian 209 November, London radar, identified. Austrian 209 November, contact London radar approach 136.13.
Contact Langen radar approach 136.13, Austrian 209 November.
Good day, London radar, Swiss 4 Victor Echo, descending via Debbie 1 Charlie, flight level 138.
Swiss for Victor Echo, London radar, radar contact. Swiss for Victor Echo, contact London radar approach 136.13.
Contact London radar approach 136.13, Swiss 4 Victor Echo.
Nordic 37 Foxtrot, contact Reims control 128.3.
Contact Reims control 128.3, Nordic 37 Foxtrot. Have a good day.
London radar, Alpine 14 Yankee Hotel. Good day, flight level 379er.
Alpine 14 Yankee Hotel, London radar, radar contact.
London radar, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Juliet. Good day, descending via Spezza 5 Romeo, flight level 313.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Juliet, London radar, radar contact. Lufthansa 4 Romeo Juliet, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Juliet.
Langen radar, Dolomiti 8 Echo Whiskey. Good day. Flight level 161.
Mighty 8 Echo Whiskey, London radar, good day, radar contact, climb to flight level 330.
Climb to flight level 330, Dolomiti 8 Echo Whiskey. Langen radar, Dolomiti 8 Hotel Alpha, flight level 227.
Dolomiti 8 Hotel Alpha, London radar, identified, climb to flight level 390.
Climb to flight level 390, Dolomiti 8 Hotel Alpha.
Langen radar, Air Crete 5 Delta Lima. Flight level 359er.
Air Crete 5 Delta Lima, London radar, radar contact. Air Crete 5 Delta Lima, London radar, expect Domux 1 Alpha, runway 23 left.
Expect Domux 1 Alpha. Runway 23 left. Air Crete 5 Delta Lima.
London radar, Turkish 6 Alpha Echo, good day, flight level 319er.
Turkish 6 Alpha Echo, London radar, identified.
London radar, Emirates 52 Mike Heavy, descending via Spiza 5 Romeo, flight level 199er.
Emirates 52 Mike Heavy, London radar, identified. Emirates 52 Mike Heavy, contact London radar approach 136.13.
Contact London radar approach 136.13, Emirates 52 Mike Heavy.
London radar, Lufthansa 9 Tango Kilo, flight level 158.
Lufthansa 9 Tango Kilo, London radar, radar contact, continue climb to flight level 370.
Continue climb to flight level 370, Lufthansa 9 Tango Kilo.
London radar, KLM 565 Heavy, flight level 329er. Alpine 1 for Yankee Hotel, London radar, expect Norco 2 Alpha, runway 36 right.
Expect Norco 2 Alpha, runway 36 right, Alpine 1 for Yankee Hotel.
Air Crete 5 Delta Lima, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1006.
Descend to 3,000 feet. QNH 1006. Air Crete 5 Delta Lima.
KLM 565 Heavy, London radar, identified. Aegean 3 Bravo Romeo, contact Reims Control 128.3.
Center on 128.3, Aegean 3 Bravo Romeo.
London radar, Ryanair 1 Lima Zulu, good day, flight level 364.
Ryanair 1 Lima Zulu, London radar, good day, identified, continue climb to flight level 380.
Continue climb to flight level 380, Ryanair 1 Lima Zulu.
London radar, Spinnaker 23 Alpha, flight level 379er.
Spinnaker 23 Alpha, London radar, radar contact. London radar, Sun Express 7 Tango Romeo, good day, flight level 359er. Sun Express 7 Tango Romeo, London radar, radar contact. Sun Express 7 Tango Romeo, London radar, expect Domux 1 Alpha, runway 23 left. Expect Domux 1 Alpha, runway 23 left, Sun Express 7 Tango Romeo. Airhop 38 Mike Golf, contact Brussels Control 125.0, bye-bye.
Contact Brussels Control 125.0, Airhop 38 Mike Golf, have a good day.
Alpine 1 for Yankee Hotel, descend to flight level 250.
Descend to flight level 250, Alpine 14 Yankee Hotel.
Lufthansa 93 Whiskey, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, Lufthansa 93 Whiskey.
Turkish 6 Alpha Echo, you were assigned flight level 320. I show you at flight level 296. Climb to flight level 320.
Wilco, climb to flight level 320, Turkish 6 Alpha Echo.
Sun Express 7 Tango Romeo, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1006. Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1006, Sun Express 7 Tango Romeo. Lufthansa 4 Romeo Juliet, contact London radar approach 136.13.
Contact London radar approach 136.13, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Juliet.
London radar, Turkish 3 Yankee X-ray, flight level 330.
Turkish 3 Yankee X-ray, London radar, identified.
London radar, LL 338, flight level 350.
LL 338, London radar, radar contact. Speedbird 952, London radar, expect Rocal 1 Alpha with the Rocal transition, runway 08 right.
Expect Rocal 1 Alpha with the Rocal transition, runway 08 right, Speedbird 952.
Welcome back, captains. Like I mentioned that I will be joining you closer to descent, and what we have picked up is that they have given us a departure via the Star Roker 1 Alpha, and we'll be arriving at runway 08 right. So let's just key that into our flight plan.
Turkish 8 Bravo Golf Heavy, flight level 224.
So
Turkish 8 Bravo Golf Heavy, London radar.
it's
Radar
going
contact.
to be runway 08 right via the Roker 1 Alpha. Alright, so like I did say in the beginning that as we get closer to the route, the routing will change, and that has changed right now. So yep, that's part of flying under ATC. Got that queued in. Alright, just get ready for descent to maybe 20,000 feet at the moment. Alright, we can start our descent. ATC is still busy in the background, was about to request the descent via ATC, but we're going to run out of time. So ATC is still busy in the background. We are already 100 nautical miles within the 100 nautical miles radial. So we can listen into our rival airport ATC. Let's just have a look at our Navigraph airport chart. And on our Navigraph arrival airport chart, we're just gonna pick up the arrival ATC frequencies 123, 130. We're just going to flip to 123, 130, and we're going to listen into the ATC, and then just take a note of that.
Zulu. Wind 055 at 4. Temperature 15. 2.00. QNH1006. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runways 08 left, 08 right. Transition level 060. 5G notice in effect. Advise on initial contact you have information X-ray. Munich Airport information X-ray. 1108 Zulu. Wind 055 at 4. Temperature 15. 2.00. QNH1006. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runways 08 left, 08 right. Transition level 060. 5G notice in effect. Advise on initial contact you have information X-ray.
Alright, and that's our arrival ATIS, so we're just going to key this in. We have a QNH of 1006. Temperatures of 15, so 15 degrees. Winds coming in from 055 at 04 knots. At 04 knots. Transition altitude is flight level 060. And we're going to go for full flaps approach. So the approach speed of 134. Let's see if we can get ATIS back online so that we can be routed accordingly.
Sun Express 73 Charlie, London radar, radar contact.
And just pull out the speed brake.
Helvetic 2 Mike Lima, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1008.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1008, Helvetic 2 Mike Lima.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed.
Luxair 9733, London radar, expect local 1 Alpha, runway 08 left.
You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened ready for landing. Please
Expect local 1 Alpha, runway 08 left, Luxair 9733.
The toilets are no longer in service. Thank you.
Langen radar, Speedbird 952. Good day. Through flight level 218 for flight level 370.
Sun Express 73 Charlie, contact London radar approach 136.13.
Contact Langton radar approach 136.13, Sun Express 73 Charlie.
Sunturk 82 Romeo Yankee, contact Munich radar 120.65, bye-bye.
Contact Munich radar 120.65 Sunturk 82 Romeo Yankee. Have a good day.
Speedbird 952, ready for descent.
Speedbird 952, Rocal 1 Alpha with a Rocal transition, runway 08 right, descend to flight level 120.
Rocal 1 Alpha with the Rocal transition, runway 08 right. Descend to flight level 120, Speedbird 952.
Alright, we are back on ATC. Just have a look at our approach ILS chart.
Radar, expect Butex 2 Whiskey, runway 11.
So we have been given an arrival of 08 right.
Runway 11, Ryanair 48 Hotel Romeo.
Silk West 1223 Heavy, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Center on 120.65, Southwest 1223 Heavy.
Langton Rider, Qatari 28 Golf Heavy, flight level 299er.
Our ILS frequency 109.3.
Golf Heavy, London radar,
Let's just have a look at this. 109.3, and it is IMSC, and then our final heading 080.
Alpha, runway 36 right.
Close enough, okay.
Expect Norky 2 Alpha, runway 36 right, Qatari 28 Golf Heavy.
And then we're just gonna key in our minimums of 1686.
Luxair 9733, maintain 250 knots.
Alright.
Maintain 250 knots, Luxair 9733.
Luxair 9733, descend to flight level 100.
Descend to flight level 100, Luxair 9733.
Speedbird 952, contact Munich arrival 120.78.
And then we have the
Contact
Rocal
Munich
1
arrival
Alpha.
120.78, Speedbird 952. Munich arrival, Speedbird 952. Flight level 110, we have X-ray.
Speedbird 952 Munich arrival. QNH 1006 expect radar vectors. Fly LS runway 08 right.
QNH 1006 expect radar vectors for ILS runway 08 right. Speedbird 952.
All aircraft be advised information Yankee now current. QNH 1005. Speedbird 952, turn right, heading 165, vectors for the approach.
Okay, gonna turn right, heading 165.
Turn right, heading 165, Speedbird 952.
Speedbird 952, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, Speedbird 952.
Okay, let's start making our way down to 9,000 feet. Just going to deploy the speed brake. And to decrease the speed to around 200, or let me say 180 knots.
Speedbird 952, turn right, heading 200.
Turn right, heading 200.
Turn right, heading 200, Speedbird 952.
Okay, and we are under 10,000, so we're gonna turn on our landing lights.
Speedbird 952, turn right, heading 215, descend to flight level 080.
215.
Turn right, heading 215, descend to flight level 080, Speedbird 952.
Speedbird 952, 10 miles from begin, turn left, heading 140, maintain 5,000 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 08 right.
140, turn left 140.
Turn left, heading 140, 5,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 08 right. Speedbird 952.
Deploy flaps 1.
Munich arrival, Croatia 4434, flight level 165, we have Yankee.
Croatia 4434 Munich arrival. QNH 1005, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the Ottersberg transition.
QNH 1005, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the Ottersberg transition, Croatia 4434.
Got a bit of an overshoot, so I'm just going to correct that and try and catch the localizer.
Cleared direct Ottersberg. Cross Ottersberg at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 08 right.
direct Ottersberg. Cross Ottersberg at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 08 right, Croatia 4434.
Alright, and by the indication we have captured our localizer. Let's make our descent to 5,000 feet. Speed brake is still out. The spoilers. Extend flaps 2. We are about 15 nautical miles out from our runway. Gonna hit the approach. QNH 1006. Alright, we can slow down to 170. More flaps. It should be fine. Alright, we can activate approach phase. And we will adjust our speed accordingly. More flaps. Let's have a look outside and then drop our gear.
Munich arrival, Bulgari 4 Mike Charlie, descending via Varte 1 Charlie, 5,800 feet, we have Yankee on board.
Bulgari 4 Mike Charlie Munich arrival, QNH 1005, expect the ILS runway 08 right, with a DM 450 transition.
Full flaps. Bring back our speed brake.
1005, expect the ILS runway 08 right with the DM for 50 transition. Bulgari 4 Mike Charlie.
We currently weigh 60 tons, so
Bulgari 4 Mike Charlie, leave DM 450 heading 060. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 08 right.
yeah, a low brake should be sufficient.
Leave DM for 50
So we're going to
heading
activate low
060.
brakes.
Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 08 right. Bulgari 4 Mike Charlie.
So we have
Speedbird
full flaps.
952. Contact Munich Tower 120.
Spoilers armed.
505. Bye bye.
Landing gears down. Turn on the nose wheel light.
Over to Tower 120.505, Speedbird 952.
Spoilers
Munich Tower, Speedbird 952, ILS runway 08 right.
Speedbird 952, Munich Tower, wind 055 at 4, runway 08 right, cleared to land.
Runway 08 right, cleared to land. Speedbird 952.
The cabin is ready. Let's have a look at self-loading cargo. Cabin is secured and the crew is seated, ready for our landing. Alright. Once we hit 1,000 feet above ground, then we will deactivate autopilot. Alright, it's safe to activate autopilot, deactivate it.
1,000. $500. $400. $300. $100 above. $200. Minimum 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. 10. 5.
And that's our landing, full reverses.
Speedbird 952, exit the next available taxiway.
Okay.
Exit next available taxiway, Speedbird 952.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to
Just make our way to the exit.
However, we ask that you remain seated until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access.
Alright. Welcome to Munich, captains. We tried our best to fly in that approach with
Do take care when opening
all the stutters we experienced on this flight.
Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area.
Just turn on our APU.
It has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your self-loading cargo journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter or the official self-loading cargo app. Thank you.
Right, we can make our way off the runway. Okay, we can turn off our landing lights.
Speedbird 952. Contact ground 121.83.
And turn this to taxi.
Ground 121.83. Speedbird 952.
And then we'll just hold here so that we get instructions to our assigned parking spot or gate. Gate 110.
Speedbird 952. Request taxi to company gate.
Once that happens, we will start deboarding and you'll be able to leave the aircraft. Thank you.
Speedbird 952. Gate 110 taxi via Bravo 13 Tango, Bravo 7 Echo 1.
Gate 110 via Bravo 13 Tango, Bravo 7 Echo 1. Speedbird 952.
Release the parking brake, then we can proceed to turn off our strobe lights as we are off the runway. Turn off our weather systems and the terrain, and let us taxi to our parking spot. So we are going to turn onto Tango. Keep it on the center. The scenery being used for Munich is game issued scenery, stock scenery. It's not any payware, it's freeware. It's looking very good. Frame rates seem to be stable. Alright, we're gonna turn off of Tango right now and go on to Bravo 7. Slow down before our turn. Let's just have a quick sneak outside. Oh, Looks amazing. So I'm just going to turn off the, okay, but it's still too soon. I'm gonna make a right hand turn onto Echo 1. And then make another left hand turn. Alright, and then what we're going to do is turn off our taxi light. Oops. Okay, there we go, back on center, and make our way down to parking 110 or gate 110 as indicated by the arrow. Nice, we've got a A380, an Emirates A380, very nice, very nice. So the traffic is being injected in by beyond ATC. So I like the variation in aircraft being injected. We're gonna start slowly slowing down, making our way into our bay. Very nice. So, and it's currently on at the moment. It's very, very cool. You can hear it from the inside. Just make our turn. Nice and easy. Bring it in nice and easy. Keep it on the center. Slow it down. Follow instructions from the marshal and just bring it in slightly. Slow it down. There we go. And we can park our aircraft. Alright, switch back to norm. APU is running, and we can turn off our engines. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Munich. It's been a great flight, so yeah, very good parking as well. Very welcome to Munich. Just going to release our keep our no smoking signs, but release our seatbelt sign, and then we're going to turn off our beacon light in order to start deboarding.
Ladies and gentlemen, your portable electronic devices must not be used until you are inside the airport. When disembarking, please take care and hold onto the handrails while walking. Underneath the wing. Thank you.
Alright, and that's our arrival into Munich, everybody. I trust that you enjoyed this flight. We can head outside, but before we head outside, we can have a look at self-loading cargo and just see the landing rate that we achieved. Oh, that was a very hard landing, minus 310 feet per minute at 1.3 Gs, but it will get better with time. But that's the landing rate we managed to achieve on this flight. We can head on outside the aircraft just to see the outside aircraft operations at the moment. So yep, I trust that you guys enjoyed this flight with me to Munich. A bit of challenges along the way, a little bit of stuttering that we experienced, some bit of turbulence causing our passengers to let out a bit of screams, but other than that it was a good flight. A bit of a hard landing, but that will be corrected as time goes by. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome to Munich, and it was a great having you on this flight with me. Thank you so much. Goodbye.